Bronny can go. Bronny can go in front of Ian.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see shit doing.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw. You know what we saw. That's elementary school. No. That's like when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the 30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
Use up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like that. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undisputed.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real. That's what I did.
We're supposed to get the ball. No rebound. This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what? Big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Blah, blah, blah. God dang. Woo! Be greater than your greatest excuse. And I ain't got no excuses why I'm late right now. God dang, I know y'all like, what the hell, Wiley? What you doing, dog? Oh, so good. Much love to all you guys out there for rocking with your boy. Shout out to y'all on this Saturday morning. I mean, you had either an amazing Friday night and you still partying, just getting home, or you like me, you're a responsible adult, right? You can't hoop with the Owls and soar with the Eagles. Marv Levy said that. So pick one. All right? How you gonna live? You can't burn both ends of the candle, as Marv Levy once said. Marv Levy had a lot of quotes. Let's just say that. Respect to y'all. Y'all got a lot of quotes too. I see y'all in the chat. Something ain't right. What did Keith Sweat say? Something just ain't right. This poll I put up some good polls to admit it. Favorite sports personality. And I put Stephen A. Smith, Pat McAfee, Colin Cowherd, it just changed, and Nick Wright. And I can't believe how close it is. It's sick. That's so good. Like, I can't believe it because I thought y'all would just go all one side. You know, like most polls, it's like 80% and then the other people like 10 and 10. This one is 30% Stephen A. Smith, 30% Pat McAfee, so they're tied at the top. Right below them is Colin Cowherd. It just switched again, 27%, 26%. And then Nick Wright is in last place with a little bit of a gap. Y'all ain't putting no respect on Nick Wright? Beat it up in the comments. Let me know who I forgot. I should have put somebody else in there. I thought that was the top 4 right now. The present day Mount Rushmore, if we had to say something like that, right? That's one of the top dogs, right? So now Pat McAfee's in first, Stephen A. right behind him, Colin Cowherd, Nick Wright. That's how I see it. Well, you know one thing about standings and rankings. They change a lot, and they change fast. Remember when the Lakers were playing without LeBron and it was the Luka Lakers and they were like damn near at the top. Couldn't lose. Now, they're a little different. You can't blame LeBron all. You can't. Well, coach got somebody to blame. He got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it. Let it go.
We've been a good basketball team. When we haven't, we're a terrible basketball team. And tonight we were a terrible basketball team. And that started legitimately right away. We don't care enough to do the things that are necessary. We don't care enough to be a professional. It's, we had it. It can change like that. We don't have it right now. What I said the other night, it's a matter of making the choice. And too often we have guys that don't want to make that choice.
Ooh, who you saying?
And it's pretty consistent who those guys are.
Names and numbers.
And so Saturday's practice, I told the guys, it's going to be uncomfortable. The meeting is going to be uncomfortable. I'm not doing another 53 games like this.
Ooh, that Duke came out at the end. Ain't gonna do another 53 game like that. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You don't play. What do they say? One thing you gotta learn about coaching, you can't put your heart in them. So one thing I learned from coaching is it's more nerve-wracking than being a player. Cause you can't do nothing. All that X's and O's. Fools, it's I's and U's out there. Coach, ain't no X's and O's. It's I's and U's. And you ain't out there, so shut it. And I ain't the only one thinking that. Shut it.
JJ Redick, everybody find it cute and funny when he goes on these rants and publicly calls out his team, but JJ Redick got to do better as well. It's always everybody else's fault, but not JJ Redick's. That's a problem for me. And he talking about his team not being consistent, not playing hard, not doing the little things.
That's one of the worst background songs ever. Have you heard this? I mean, it's like an MC Bree demo. Keep going.
But guess what? That's a reflection on the coach. When your team is not responding and your team is not putting the effort that's needed to compete at a high level, that means that they are not listening to the coach and the respect level is not there. So again, yes, do Luka Doncic have to be better? Can he stop complaining to the refs like he did all night long? Absolutely. Can LeBron James fix his damn body language and act like he's engaged in the game of basketball? Absolutely. But JJ Redick, you could be better as well.
Ooh.
Why are your guys not responding to you?
Ooh.
And I'm gonna say this again. I said this last night. If JJ Redick continue to do this and continue to call out his team publicly, he's gonna put himself in a more worse situation than it is now, because he's gonna continue to lose the ears of that locker room.
He said it last night. He said it again, right? So we got a lot going on in Lakerland. We got a lot going on, and there's nothing worse if you're a coach than for players to be turning you into white noise, right? Not racial. Just white noise, black noise, brown noise, yellow noise, any color noise. We just were all right, dog. And it's interesting. We're going to dive a little deeper into this a little bit later, but I just wanted to give you guys a little appetizer because, Coach, we don't forget who you are, sir.
Conference. Side note real quick, no one's going to react to Doc's audio there. We've been
Yeah,
7
you heard-
minutes
oh.
since we showed that audio. Nobody's going to react to Doc's audio?
Do you want me to get it
Oh, Doc,
repeated for you?
He
Look,
doing
you don't have to
the
repeat
toughest
it.
task.
We don't
I
have to
heard it.
repeat it.
I can repeat
I've
it.
seen the trend now. I've seen the trend for years.
What's the trend?
The trend is always making excuses. Doc, we get it. Taking over a team in the middle of the season is hard. It's hard. We get it. Just like getting traded in the middle of the season is hard for a player. We get it. But it's always an excuse. It's always throwing your team under the bus.
Huh?
They lose to Memphis. Oh, it's his players. Memphis was playing G League guys and two-way guys. And then you look at his quotes over the weekend. Now he wants to take credit for the James Harden trade to the Clippers working out. He wants credit for that. There's never accountability with that guy.
Well,
There's never accountability.
Well, let me say a couple of things. Number
Ooh. JJ. We JJ Redick, and we here to rock. Rhymes like ours will never be stopped. Hey, you sound like how you didn't want to sound like if you thought you were going to ever be who you are. But you are now, and now you don't want to sound like that, but we got receipts over here on this show. Calling them coaches out, calling Doc Rivers out, who used to look out for you. Doc Rivers used to call the first play every single time for JJ Redick. Remember that? Every time JJ Redick came in the game, you know you're going to do a DHO and you're going to shoot that J. Good luck stopping it, right? And now, accountability for your coach. You never take accountability. Well, JJ, sound like you don't either, god dang it. Look, I am just pointing out the hypocrisy. I get it. I know what JJ is. I know what he's feeling. Dog, when you coaching, I don't give a damn. If you ain't got the horses, you ain't got a shot. You ain't got a chance. It ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna never coach up like some mules, some donkeys. You ain't. You could get a lot out of some bad horses. You get a lot out of some calves. But if you got some donkeys, you ain't coaching that well. I'm gonna tell you why. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady answered this for us. When we saw, is it Belichick? Is it Brady? Is it Belichick? Is it Brady? It's always if you got the dude. All right, you go out there and you got Michael Jordan. Now, you can't coach a lick. You're going to be good. You may not be great because you don't know how to coach, so you can't get all of it out of him. Pause. But the point is, you're going to be good. What if you flip it? You got a dog duck. He can't run. He can't move. But you can coach your ass off. What you think about to happen? You know what's gonna happen. Y'all might be sorry. You're probably gonna be horrible, but probably just sorry. That's how the game goes, right? So beat up in the comments. Y'all finding the hypocrisy kind of funny. I see y'all laughing at JJ. Yep. Shout out to everybody out there, TC210. You think there's anything to Max Crosby leaving the building in Las Vegas? Yeah, we got to talk about that topic. We got to get into that. Yeah, there's something there. Max is a purist. Max been through it. You know, I won't go too deep right now, but Max is not for play. He is taking his career seriously. Remember, he came into the league, he had addiction issues. He overcame a lot. Now he doesn't drink. He doesn't do none of that crazy stuff. He just got all them tasks to make people think he crazy if you don't know what real people are. And that's it. But he bout ball. 365. And if you ain't about it, he don't want to hear about let me rest my knee and let me take care of you and let's kind of tank without tanking so we can get the number one pick. He ain't trying to do all that. And it's just a different game he's playing. He's playing a different game. And speaking of playing a different game, people are talking a different game than they used to talk. People are seeing it different. One thing I love about this show is we going to just connect dots, right? Just show you the difference and show you how bias kicks in and prejudice and how people likability. I like him. I don't like him. And all of a sudden, you talking bad about him, but he better than the guy that you talking good about. Oh, that's because that's your homeboy, right? So I ain't the only one that notices that. Kirk Herbstreit sees it in a different way. Let's talk.
And then I watch some of these shows on various networks, especially the NFL shows, and it drives me crazy where our industry has gone because I feel like, and politics are obviously this way too, but it's a lot of clickbait. It's a lot of like really loud comments that maybe will go viral. I might not believe in it, but it's going to go viral and people are going to know who I am. Man, I will quit before I ever do that. Like if that's what it takes to make it, I would never do this. Like I rather have some fun, play around, give some people, hey, here's a key, in this Oregon Texas Tech game, here's something to keep an eye on. But I will never undress people. I will never just say crazy, outrageous things. But that's where our industry has gone. And I don't know if you guys have felt that and maybe in the last eight years. I think it started with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. because they kind of had a thing with them way back at ESPN where they would just kind of let's argue to argue kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think other shows, and it worked for them, but then I think other shows copied it, and it just has become, I have to turn it off because it makes me get really frustrated with as a sports fan and as somebody in the industry. So thank God, and I don't know how you feel, Matt, doing your studio show. On game day, we don't do that. Again, Pat's crazy and fun, but we still we make it about the players, we make it about the coaches, and we make it about the storylines. We really don't make it about us. And thank God. The reason I tell you all that is if it ever changed, I would be so fast gone out of studio television. But I'm lucky I kind of live on an island where we're allowed to still talk ball and still just have fun talking about ball.
Well, you mentioned being so lucky to sit next to Lee Corso. Like, I've been so lucky. Bill Cowher's 2 seats away from me, right? And Bill.
All right, Rex. Rex, right. That shout out to Matt Ryan right there. Shout out to a good podcast if you guys check it out. It's a lot of cats there, but that's a lot of perspective if you listen to it. But what Kirk Herbstreit kind of dove into is kind of the mechanisms, how the incentives shape the behavior, and how Jamie Horowitz, shout out to the homie, Jamie Horowitz really came up with a formula, a magical formula of saying, man, I could bring the barbershop really to like mainstream TV because mainstream TV was so cookie cutter. Remember where First Take started on cold pizza? It was cookie cutter. It was like real cornbread. It was like vanilla. It was nice. And then Skip would come in for that one segment, and he'll bring like the 2 Live Stews. Y'all remember this? Y'all remember the origins of this? And it was just like, oh, okay. And then they would come in. Everybody else was doing these nice, like almost like local news kind of sports debates. Like, hey, what do you think about the Rams? Well, they're like our best team in LA right now, but the Chargers are coming. And then Skip would come on there, and he's OG Skip. And he like, shoot, I'm tired of being a reporter. I'm tired of the journalism. It's time to go get it. And then all of a sudden he went and got it. And he found cats that talk that way. Because we all know we got different flavors of our personality. I hate when cats act like I only know one way. I'm like, you're not bilingual. You're not trilingual. You don't know how to act. You act the same in a library as you do at a concert. Shut up. Act different. It's okay to act different. You still the same person. It's different expressions, like a tire, like spokes on a wheel. Just be it. It's all good. So anyway, Skip was smart enough and I guess, courageous enough to be like, I'll be the one that talk like we really talk. So he was on there, hey, man, I don't think that dude good. Matter of fact, I think he's sorry. I think he sucks. Matter of fact, I think his name is Westbrick. You're like, what? And then it kind of engaged, that reptilian brain, that mammalian brain, that primal, like, it was like, oh, we going there. Oh, we could go there right here, the cameras, the big cameras. This ain't no little old tripod. This the big boys? Okay. Then he found some running mates. And next thing you know, he found his dude. He found Stephen A. And when they found each other, it was love at first sight. Or hate at first sight, for real, from what they were saying. Because it's 2 dudes who never really played at the biggest level, highest level. I should say, more importantly, they wanted to be better than they were. That's the key. Ain't how high you play. Is if you cool with Pop Warner was your end and you good with it, you good. You ain't gonna be walking around looking at little kids. What you doing? The coaches be mad because they ain't live up to their own expectations. Shh. Hey, nobody does that in the. Yes, they do actually, coach. They actually do. But point being, you ain't gonna live out your dreams in somebody else's reality, And Skip and Stephen A. It was a match made in heaven. 2 dudes who was like, I played, I was a baller. Or, man, I really played, but how well did you play? And did you play well enough to leave it alone is behind you? You guys have amazing careers now. Shut it. I hate when somebody talking about what they could have did and they doing something already good. Shut it. Nobody cares. Golly. Damn. So anyway, that turned into a show of just people just mad at each other. So it became like a show of coaches. The coach that's down the street that's yelling at all the kids because he only played JUCO, and he was like, man, if coaching and then I hurt my knee and then I had a ride to practice, I would have, I'm better than you. Do you know so-and-so in the NFL? I'm better than him. We went to school together. Shut up. So that became a show. Anyway, barbershop took over. Next thing you know, it's rap. And for good reasons. It was a great formula. The problem is, like anything in this world, success begets success, and it's a copycat world, not just a copycat league, copycat world. And next thing you know, you got gremlins. You know what gremlins are. Midnight, don't get them wet. Don't get them wet. Don't feed them at the midnight. When they fed us that damn sports embrace debate at the midnight. I even caught the fever a couple times going to the show. I'm arguing. I'm like, why am I yelling so much? I'm like, man, I don't care. At the end of the show, I don't care. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. So it's good to hear that there's still some people and there's some protected space where it's like, yo, like anything, like with music, anything. There's always somebody just sitting there like, yo, we doing it the way you want it. You just got to come find it. Okay? I hate when people be like, ain't no good rap. Yes, there is. You just don't like it. Or you ain't found it, or it ain't mainstream. It's okay, but it's out there. Come on. There's so many backpack rappers around here saying exactly what you want to hear. And Christian rap right now, I'll tell you what was really happening. Regular mainstream rap, yo, I'm about to go smoke your boy if he talking, you know, all that. That was the worst. That's going. But what's coming, Christian rap is sick, and K-pop is taking all the rap beats and making the positive messages and taking over. It's simple. Just a different message. Just a whole different world right now, year to year. Real spit. And speaking of different world, oh my God. Wait, this next topic. We're going to talk about Tom Brady. Y'all been hating. Uh-oh. Better change your mind. He's doing something. He's doing something different. Human Beanbag says he misses cold pizza. I don't miss cold pizza. I love Jay Crawford, and God, I forget her name. Beat it up in the comments. She was good too. She just left another news network just recently, but I don't miss it. It was too granola. Come on, man. Like, we can't be talking about like that. It's like you went camping. Everybody, no glamping, just camping, and we're gonna talk sports by a campfire. Nah. I need somebody to jump in that fire. So I like skipping all them. Don't get it twisted. When I talk about something, even if I love it or don't love it, I'm still gonna give it its props, right? It ain't gotta be for me, but it's for it. It's for we. So it's sick. Yeah, love and love. All right, let's get to Tom Brady, because woo-wee. Y'all tried to tear him up. Rookie year, Tom Brady in the booth. Bye. Peace. He sucks. Now, second year, ain't no sophomore slump. People giving him his due. So people want to talk about Tom Brady now. Let's talk about Tom Brady now. Let's get to this. We all know Tom Brady got like $300-some million, $375 to talk. Dog, they showed his face, and you know how underneath it always says like Fox announcer or something, you know, NFL broadcaster. His said 7-time Super Bowl champion. I was like, yep, he worth all that $375 million. You walk by a screen and it's on mute. You at a sports bar and you just peep. It's like you see Tom Brady's face and you see 7-time Super Bowl champion. You're like, yeah, he right. Whatever he talking about. But he wasn't right his first year. People had a lot of concerns, bad reviews. They said he didn't have the chops to command the top booth to the NFL broadcast booth. They were saying it should have been Greg. What's Greg's last name? Golly, how old am I? It should have been Greg Olsen. Yeah, Olsen. I played against him. I should have known that, right? Did I play against him? So they talking about that. But I want you to hear these comments. They were saying Olsen's a pure broadcaster, but they got to talk about the improvement of Tom Brady, who is now not just improved, but actually excellent. So you guys don't know this guy, Richie Zoinks, but he's a big timer. He's an NFL Fox game producer since '94. So every event you've seen at Fox, damn near, he untouched it somehow, some way. Okay? So he's been there. And he's like, look, I'm inside, I'm biased, but to say he's improved doesn't do justice to where he is as an analyst. He's excellent right now. Excellent. Y'all hear that? He said he saw, and this is my one critique of Tom Brady, and I knew this will hold him back more than anything. I said that Tom Brady knows so much, he knows too much, and he has so little time to say it. So I was like, he got to take that big brain, that big brand, and condense it. And this is what Richie said. He says, Thomas figured out the ins and outs of television that he was struggling with last year, just being new at it. It's a different language. He sees so much, and TV forces you to speak about things in a very condensed period of time. There are parts of the game where he just takes over, getting inside the mind of Tom Brady at the line of scrimmage before play, anticipating, not just reacting, right? Where he struggled last year was he was perfectly fine starting a thought, but sometimes he would wander and have a hard time finishing it. This year, among the many improvements, is that for one thing, he's much more relaxed. He's figured out what he can and can't do, adjusted his preparation, and now it's just more fluid. Everything is more comfortable. Blah, blah, blah. Real spit. I don't like doing games for that reason because I got Tourette's almost when I talk. I like to give you an example here. I gotta go here. Oh yeah, when I was a little kid, and then also I like to talk longer than short. I'm a long-winded. I'm a radio guy, right? So anyway, Tom Brady, he could be whatever he wants to be, but the point is, if you're gonna do TV in the booth, you better be a microwave. You better be a Lunchable. You gotta be that little snack, just this, or it gotta happen fast. Microwave it. We ain't got time. Tell us all your story. Yeah, they don't even want to hear your story. They say the best storytellers are the ones who know what to leave out of a story, right? Not the ones who tell you all about the story. Your wife, your girlfriend, your wife and your girlfriend, right? Whatever you are, don't be that guy. It ain't that. It's the one who is like, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna tell them this. Bow. We're gonna hop mountaintop. Wow, that was funny. Wow, that was cool. Wow, that was dope. That's all you need. Everything else, BS. Real spit. People don't get it like that. It's crazy. So Tom Brady is improved, and you guys got to stop, yo. You got to stop, yo. You got to stop your hating, because Tom Brady is doing his thizzle, right? Big man of Michigan, right? We're going to stay in the state of Michigan for a second because a lot is going on in the state of Michigan. They got a new coach. Tom Brady is doing his thing, his thizzle, and he from, went to college in Ann Arbor. And then this guy. Y'all know this guy? DK Metcalf gave up $555,000 and counting to this guy. Why? Because he gave him a little grab and pull and punch or something. He assaulted the guy. Now the guy says things. What did the guy say? Let's try to get into the mind of this guy with the backwards Lions hat. Oh, whenever you get caught up in rage and in the moment, sometimes you go back and reflect and you be like, man, I shouldn't have. And sometimes you're like, yo, he deserved it. But then there are the moments that are even different than those two. It's this, when you're like, what was I thinking? Like, what's this? You can tell, but right now, that's fan man. You gotta know fan man. You leave fan man alone. One, because he's all in, and two, he crazy. In a good way, he crazy. You know what it is. Look at him. He had his press conference about to sue you, DK Metcalf, and he got the hat to the back. Let's go.
It is really hard to get me upset, but there's two things: animal abuse, racism. Like, I get hot right away. Like, I can feel it in my face. It gets all warm. So I guess I want to be crystal clear about one thing. I didn't use any racial slurs, no hate speech. I mean, none of that stuff at the game. Actually, never. 15 years season ticket holder for the Lions. I've never done that at all. So, to Kalen, if you're watching this, man, just...
First, so you did it before you got them tickets? Let me stop. I ain't never did it while I'm at the stadium. I ain't never did it in my seats. All right, keep going, big dog. As y'all know, as I told y'all, man, why you messing with this dude, DK? You didn't read the room better than this. Him? Man.
If you could just say that, please. Like, my family's getting threats and stuff, and it's not cool. So whether you said that or not, I'm sure you didn't want that to happen to the family. Even if you did, like, I forgive you, man.
Aw.
That's all I got. Go Lions.
All right, at this point, we'll take.
Come on, y'all. Gotta have a bigger heart. DK, what's wrong with you, dude? If I'm your teammate, boy, I'm on your head. And I mean pause. But what are you doing, dog? Him? That boy, that man is all in. Let him be all in. That's who buys the merch, the tickets. He's sitting in the front row. You think it's for play? He all in. He for real. And on top of all of that, oh my God. Whenever you run into, this is one of the telltale signs when you know you don't mess with somebody. There's this continuity that should exist between their eyeball, their eyelid and their eyebrow. I got a good one. I'm pretty good. Like my eyeball, I blink like normal, and then the eyebrows don't go crazy. But when somebody is sad, and then their eyebrows raise, but then they blink in a lot, like I'm just trying to help y'all. When they eyeball and they eyelid and they eyebrow ain't in sync, and my man's wasn't in sync, let them be. They somewhere else. They not with you. They not even looking at this game like it's a game. This is a moment in time. This is a monumental moment in time. They taking this home. They taking this home. And you just at work. It's a whole different animal. So Danny Fan gets it. DK is about to pay RK. Yes, he is. About to pay him a lot. Pay him a lot. And let's get into this poll right now. Pat McAfee's up, taking a little bit of a lead. Make sure you vote on the poll. Pat McAfee over Stephen A. Smith, and slight lead over Colin Cowherd, who Nick Wright is starting to close some ground from 4th place. Make sure you vote. All right, I told you we staying in the state of Michigan. Michigan man. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to Michigan, Coach Whittingham. Hey, not a single person who ever watched college football didn't put some respect on this man's name. When he retired, he even said it. I'm just leaving this program in a good place. I'm not retiring. I'm just saying this program's in a good place. And everybody starts speculating, oh, he must hate somebody in that organization. Someone at that school he hates. Well, that's him right there, all right? So why would you retire? He was like, look, I may coach again, other opportunities, but I left this place in a good spot. They said there was some issues with who he was going to have succeed them, and they weren't in alignment, the institution and him. And then they said it was something with the coordinators. They wasn't trying to respect them. Then they said it was something with whatever was happening with the AD. Whatever it is, good job, Michigan. So good of a job, Michigan. Like this is who he is. Look at this. This is silly. 177-88. That's his record at Utah. First of all, when you show up to a recruit's house and you say Utah, he like, what? He like, you at the wrong spot. If you trying to get these 5 stars, them boys they like, you got a Popeyes by you? Ain't no Popeyes by you? Man, ain't going to that school, fool. 9 ranked finishes, 11 bowl wins, 8 seasons with 10+ wins, 12 seasons with 9+. Eat. That is 20 seasons with 9 wins minimum. In Utah. 13-0 record, 08, finished number 2, remember that? Champs. Helped take Utah from Mountain West to the Pac-12 to the Big 12. Oh, he like to just move. He like to just keep y'all moving. Okay? So put some respect on his name, and some people gonna put a lot of respect on his name, including like Urban Meyer, who said he believes Kyle Whittingham is the best coach in college football. He started off trying to, respect it. Like, I'm Urban Meyer, too. Don't act like I ain't somebody. I've said many times Kyle Whittingham is one of the best college coaches in college football. Now, he's the best. He's the best coach in college football. That means he don't really believe in it. Anytime somebody does this, I said many times Kyle Whittingham is one of the best coaches in college football. Then after the period, he says, now he's the best. Okay, leave it alone. He's the best in coach in college football. You double down. When you double down like that, that means say some room for me. One of those is for me, right? So respect. All right, but we're not done. We got to give him some real love, some real props, some next level stuff. And you know who I got to go to for that. Who going to give him his full due at Michigan? When you think of Michigan and you think of sports and you think of a fanatic, who do you think of? Yup, let's go.
We are so fucking back, I don't even know what to do about it. Listen, I was a little worried about this Michigan coaching search. Not going to lie. I was saying, I hope we know what we're doing. I hope these guys in charge, I don't even know who that is, but I hope we have a plan because time is a-ticking and I'm getting nervous. You saw Kalen DeBoer. No, I didn't want him. You saw Dillingham didn't get offered. I was like, oh, I would have loved Dillingham. And then what happened? Kyle Whittingham. Yes, Kyle Whittingham from Utah. 2 decades at Utah. One of the greatest coaches in the history of college football. Listen, Provo Dave knows him well. He built a powerhouse, tough, physical, Michigan type football. I've heard Urban Meyer, he never did this. I heard Urban Meyer whisper in production meetings at Big Noon Kickoff, man, that Whittingham's the best coach I've ever seen. And now he comes to Michigan. This isn't just rebuilding, restarting. This is the beginning of a dynasty. The Michigan ethos, the Michigan man mantra, it's back. This is an update. I never wish ill will on anything. I never want my head coach to be having an affair with his executive assistant and then run into her house with a butter knife and threaten to kill himself in front of her. Nobody wants that. But when you put your bet on a pillow, a Michigan man pillow at night, and you think how this thing shook out, honestly, it couldn't have shook out better. We now have one of the best coaches in the history of college football leading the best program in the history of college football. This thing, I couldn't be happier to welcome Kyle Whittingham to the Michigan Man family. He is an honorary instant Michigan Man. And if I'm Ohio State, I'm not worried about the playoffs. I'm worried, will we ever beat this team again? It is great to be a Michigan Wolverine. Say it together. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. I am excited. I cannot wait for the future. The past is the past. Onward and upward. We got the best coach in the conference. Maybe Signetti, but I can't be more excited. Congrats to everybody who made this possible. I can't believe it. Kyle Whittingham. I saw Kyle Whittingham every time. I go, man, now that's a football coach. Now he's mine. Let's go blue.
Blah, blah, blah. Maybe Signetti. Okay, hey, don't mess around with Signetti. You better Google him. What do you say? Google me. I win. Google me. Oh, that's going to be sick, though. I mean, this is the life lesson in this is simple. We get it. Dog, stop bitching. Stop complaining. You lose something, Sharon Moore is gone. People were lukewarm on anyway. We all get it. Like, y'all wasn't all in on him, but you're like, yo, you can earn your way. That's how it was. Hey, we're going to give you a blank slate enough for you to go out there and make some hay. Okay? And he did, sasa. But the point is, when Michigan was like, what do we do? All the coaches are gone. Chill. Right? You get what you want if you really, really want it. You do. You just got to wait. It's not the calendar. People think it's based on the calendar when you want it. So there was a moment in time where Utah had a coach and then they didn't. There's a moment in time where Michigan had a coach and they didn't. And then everybody thought that Michigan, good luck trying to find the next coach that's available and is going to come. Everybody wants to come, but who's available? Look who y'all got. So stop complaining. Like just, it finds a way. It's like water. It finds its way. Right? All you got to do is turn it on, just like water. Turn it on and it'll find its way. Sick. So love to you guys for that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I want to point out, see, we were talking about Urban Meyer right there after we beat up some comments. Y'all don't like Portnoy? I see a lot of bad comments about Portnoy, so I shall not read them. Okay, undeniably smooth. Please help me out, big dog. He says your poll doesn't have the right answer on there. Now, don't be corny and put my name up there. All right, don't put my name up there because I don't qualify. But put somebody up there who I should put on there. I want to see that. And Wicked said, I didn't know both Sale and Rob Parker went to Columbia. Yes, Rob Parker went to Columbia. I think he was grad school, maybe School of Journalism. I'm not sure. They mentioned Marcellus Wiley to Rob Parker on the Odd Couple live stream replay. I saw yesterday. Rob said he loves that dude, just disagrees often. Yeah. We went to Columbia, but you know at Columbia, they hella liberal, progressive and all that. And you know me, I'm hella me. I don't give a damn. Sometimes I'm over there with you. Sometimes I'm over there with the conservatives. Sometimes I don't care where I'm at. And some people are not built like that. You know, people always want me to take on more than I want. Like, dog, I'm the best example I could live in this life. My best vote is just watch how I move. It's going to be vote worthy. You're going to be like, damn, I like that dude. That's it. I ain't into like, even if I disagree with you fully, like Rob, and we disagree. Oh, well, love you. I never let a slice of a person make the whole of them something I don't like. I've never been that way since a kid. I'm not going to be that way. So I don't give a damn who y'all talking about. Y'all be like, you know you don't like them. I'm like, dog, I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't know why y'all not built like that. That's why y'all got into a lot of fights. That's why you got beat up in the third grade. Because what'd you do? Oh, I hate you. Man, shut up. I slapped you first. Shut up. You don't hate me. You're just mad I just took your ball, punk. And I'm going to take it again. That don't mean I'm not a good dude. I'm just taking your ball because I ain't got one. That's the kind of kid I am. I'm always thinking in slices. I don't think in wholes. How you going to think a whole person sucks? I be watching the internet and looking at, damn, I sound old, watching the internet. I saw on the internet, I be looking at people and they just be beefing and they be mad. And they be like, this person's despicable. Look what they said. Look what they believe. They voted for this. I'm about to get into politics. You know why? No lie, for real. Very few people in politics are high IQ. Very few. Because the smart people don't do politics. Because it's too divisive. It's too nasty and negative. People don't even want to deal with it. They go into your history, and then they just make up shit or they exaggerate stuff. And so people just be like, I ain't dealing with that. High IQ people like me, I'm high IQ, sorry, it just is. I'm big too. I can't play basketball either though. So high IQ people like me, I ain't dealing with that BS, but I'm about to deal with that BS. You know why? Because we getting dumber. We getting dumbed down. We getting dumbed down, these dumbass people who just be arguing, you said this and that and it. Don't make me expose you to those that don't know you. Don't make me do that. But I'm smart enough to do it. And I don't care. I'm never going to be mad. You know how they were big deal out of, did Harris shake his hand, Trump's hand first, or Trump shake Harris' hand first? Man, I'm going right over to her. What's up? I'm breaking all codes. It's about people, ain't politics. People first, not politics. Partner. Anyway, let me get back into this. Urban Meyer, woo, he talking about, they trying to call him. See, look, once again, now, I know I love awful announcing, but I know they be on the left side of campus. I know it. I went to Columbia. Trust me. You can't get more left than Columbia. And y'all are full students. They be writing articles. They don't write any articles on Jason Whitlock. So for everybody always saying, why you don't kill Jason Whitlock? Why you don't go at your boy? Because they don't write about him. All my articles are coming from sources like this. Twitter videos, sometimes Instagram videos, and I got to find this Instagram video for y'all. And it's a Sharon Morris, hilarious. And Urban Meyer. Right here is on awful announcing. That's it. So they don't like Whitlock because he's not left, right? He used to be independent. He kind of went right because of the Blaze and all that affiliation, but he's still independent. I still talk to him. So, but if they don't write nothing, what do you think I'm about to do? Watch his show fully and then clip it up and then do it? When have I done that for anybody? I ain't doing that for Max. I ain't doing that for Stephen A. I ain't doing that for Ryan Clark. I ain't doing none of that. But I'm going to give y'all what y'all want because this is I thought what y'all want. Now, there's bias because they don't do Whitlock stories in here. Just the way it goes. So, y'all want me to do more Whitlock? Tell awful announcing. Get some Whitlock in there. They won't, though, because you know how I go. We on the left side. The real embarrassment of college football isn't G5 schools, but the way so many of members are handling themselves over this topic. Now, this topic is corny to me. Because people are actually trying to make this more of a humanity conversation than, dog, you suck. Like, in sports, we love to hear, like, we get it. He ain't good. You ever been to a practice of NBA, NFL? Man, we over here dog cursing dudes. We over here telling you suck. You suck. Now, we don't want you to tell me I suck because you can't do none of this. So that's why they don't let the Stephen A's and Skip say it. But peer to peer, you suck. Anyway, so the logic behind many of these arguments has been mostly suspect. Some argue that the games are blowouts, conveniently forgetting that there have been blowouts in every college football playoffs. True. With schools like Oregon, Ohio State, and Notre Dame on the receiving end. True. Others have argued that G5 schools haven't earned the right to play because of their schedules as part of a broader push to devalue winning in the sport. Now, that's not a strong argument right there. You know strength of schedule matters. Oh, no, you guys got to play everyone in the SEC and the Big 10, Big 12. You guys get to play everybody in the 8th grade, at the Mission League in California. You get to play Mater Dei. And you a pro. Man, you going to mop Mater Dei. You going to mop them boys. They ain't ready. So I don't like that. Another argument is that it's a safety issue to let nobody making that argument. G5 athletes compete. No, nobody making that argument. Okay. I don't think that. The only honest reason as to why people want to exclude G5 schools is because you care about TV ratings. No, it's not. I just don't care about if James Madison, dog, when I went to Columbia, I'm the perfect person to answer this. I'm not going to make you suffer through watching a Columbia football game if we go undefeated playing Ohio State. I'm not going to make you suffer through that, okay? Even though you're like, you only lost by 40. And they beat Oregon by 45. But at least you thought Oregon could beat them. Not one time during that James Madison game without sitting there like, oh, you better look out, Oregon. All I said is, wake up, Oregon. Like the first half, they had, 28 donut? And then they were like, and then they quit in the second half. And they're like, oh, they really want to play? Anyway, so Urban Meyer's been one of the most vocal critics. He said, we already did it. It's not the 12 teams. It was kind of embarrassing for college football. And everybody's saying it. Now, I want y'all to hear their retorts. First, as Meyer alludes to, it's entirely possible that a G5 school could upset a Power 4 school in playoffs, okay? Second, Meyer's insistence that the college football playoff slot is not fair for the players involved is incredibly infantilizing. Ooh, James Madison lost to Oregon by 17. Yes, the game got out of hand early, but the Dukes proved that they didn't give up and ended up closer than many powerhouse programs have been in their playoff games over the years. That's when I'm knowing that whoever writing this is not a player. Because, dog, we quit. What do you mean they got closer and they didn't stop fighting? Dog, you know how it feels? You ever see somebody get off the bench when it's 35-0 and they got 35? And coach be like, all right, let's go. They not excited. They like, dog, I don't want to go out there and get hurt. Like, I ain't got my stats. Like, I'll keep playing. But they like, man, we whooping they ass. You like, backups, go get them. So if you put the backups in, then James Madison got a shot. So you can't put the backups in. So you're risking injury to your starters, and they're not fully motivated because iron sharpens iron. It's 28-0. There's no iron on the other end. I hate when people get all holistic, purist. Oh, my heart. No, it's your body. It's sports. Come on, man. I'm out of this. All right. Third. Meyer said that the outcome of the games was kind of embarrassing for college football to have that happen. So we assume that he thinks the same of Ohio State's 28-point loss to Alabama in 2021. Dog, if I see Ohio State, and this is to their point, if I see Ohio State and Alabama and it's a blowout, I'm like, damn, they much better than them. If I see Ohio State and James Madison and it's a blowout, I'm like, why they play? It's a big difference, right? You know, you go out there and you overmatch somebody, then you're like, why y'all even line up? Right? Like, it's almost like Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. You're like, why he fight him? Dana White told us, he's like, oh, this won't end pretty. Like, he gonna break your jaw, dog. And he broke your jaw not even trying hard. He let you live. Wow, shut up, man. Now, you trying to tell me that if he was fighting, I don't know, Francis Ngannou or somebody else that's of his same level, you know, Tyson Fury, and then he knocks him out, it's the same knockout. They both got knocked out, so who cares who he fights? Sometimes I say shit and I'll be like, yo, they crazy. They really crazy. They really think that it's the same. If they lose by 20 and they lose by 20, you can play any of them. No. One of them had a shot. One of them never had a shot. All right, so beat it up in the comments. Let's go. It's cracking. Andrew Nance says, JB, the realest show on earth. Oh, JB crazy. Coach JB, y'all ain't seen the show? Love it. It's the man. Hell yeah, JB the GOAT. Shout out. Yep, I love him. Who's shouting out JB? Did I just say something about Coach J. Brown? Jason Brown didn't get him. We did. I must have said something. I didn't know. I was just talking about Compton. Love to my dog. Those are my dogs. Smitty used to be on our show on Fox, as you guys know, FS1. Smitty started, Darnell Smith started there. Shout out to him. Don't speak for yourself. And then Coach JB, just a homie. I remember meeting him once coaching. He was coaching, I think it was at Compton College, or he was up there at a camp. And then from there, then he did the Netflix, and then we just stayed in touch. The homie. He crazy, though, in a good way. In the way that I grew up, in the way that I know, in the way that I'm like, y'all ain't ready for the real. All right, y'all want to speak some real? Let's get into this. This is sick. It's going to take some time, too. We're going to have some fun with this one, okay? I told you we're going to dive deeper into what's going on with these Lakers. I love soap operas because I like to be the fixer. I like to come in and say, hello, what's going on here? What's really the problem? A lot of problems.
Darvin Ham for a lot of shit that JJ's complaining about currently. And I want to shout out Darvin Ham for not publicly throwing a lot of players under the bus, which he should have, because it would have saved his job. But the fact that JJ is now going through the same thing Darvin Ham is going through, trying to figure out how to motivate guys who are getting paid a lot of money to play this game. And if you can't hold guys accountable, like we've always said on this couch, which the couch, it was a 4-on-1 day. I remember it was like 78% for me. But when you hold these guys accountable, two things happen. You got to show up or you got to run away. And I think when we watch the game of basketball and you watch the Lakers play, you're talking about being a Los Angeles Lakers head coach, being a Los Angeles Lakers player, upholding legacy and prestige. You have to show up as if the fans are more of a priority than anything, because these people want to see winning. They're used to it. So Luka didn't ask to be here and the fans didn't ask for Luka. I don't think the fans asked for LeBron James either, but they're both here. Two of the greatest players to play the game. And you mean to tell me we got to ask you to come play defense? You want to be the greatest at the top of the top, and you want everyone to volunteer you into a tier level of two of the greatest guys that ever played a game. When you talk about Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, you talk about Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell, guys you never had to ask to compete. Even a Magic Johnson. Where are all the Lakers that used to play for the Lakers that are not speaking out on what we are seeing? This is a travesty what we're watching because we got to go out and see effort. JJ shouldn't say Saturday we're going to talk. You're supposed to be saying that shit at training camp. Fuck you talking about now?
Well, I think he's been expressing it. There was also reports that he
say it with your chest, man.
Said they need to improve on that.
Man, first of all, he dropping jewels, but more importantly, he wearing that costume dropping the jewels just makes it that much better. And then the jersey is flipped. Oh, it's a gun show? It's wild on that show.
The defensive side.
There's two things I want to touch on, right? The first one is, so he said the words of the day are what? Execution and execution. Is this a fucking kindergarten classroom where you put words on the words of the day on the fucking board? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, the words of the day are effort and execution. Like, I saw that when I used to drop my son off at school at kindergarten 2 years ago. Word of the day on the door when you walk in. You got to tell the teacher the word of the day before you can enter the classroom. Is this what we're doing here? We're professional athletes that's making $30, $40, $50 million a year. That's what we're doing here? Right? First point. Second point. JJ, I don't know if you know this or not, bruh. Them dudes don't respect you.
Ooh.
You are their peer. They are not, just because you have the head coach title, they don't look at you as such. And the main corporate is the guy who you just had the podcast with.
That helped hire you.
That helped get you the job, man. Like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, if they did, they'll play harder. They'll get back on defense. Once you address the crying every possession to the refs with Luka and Austin Reeves and LeBron, if you address it once, if they respect you, they'll go out their way to try to change it because you are a new voice in there. And you gave a certain effort when you played, JJ Redick. You did. You played hard every time you stepped on the floor. People respected that about you. I'm going to tell you something that was told to me in the Big Three when we were playing by Dante Jones. I was pissed off after one of the games, and he told me this. Hey, you know you can't put your heart in him, right?
Woo. Man.
Yeah. It's that. You can want it for them. You can, listen, you can want it. It's just like your kids. You can want them to be successful in this world. But if they don't want it for themselves and go out and do it and look themselves in the mirror, they're not going to do it. If they're just not. And they don't respect the messenger. Effort. He's complaining about effort. I'm not going to watch this for 53 more games. So what are you going to do about it?
Saturdays.
Have a really tough practice on Saturday.
Since I said we truth tellers in here. We tell the truth. We've been there. We've been in this. Do you actually think tomorrow's practice on 12/27/2025 that LeBron James is finna go out this bitch and run around like he's 19? He's not gonna do it.
Blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't watch that show? Oh, man. It is like, of all shows, Gilbert Arenas, and I know that one's a little hybrid, but dog, it's exactly like the locker room. Somebody clowning Gil, but saying some real. Somebody way too gangster, Kenyon, but saying some real. Somebody always stirring it up, silly, don't care, and whatever, but can do it. Right? Swaggy. Mechanics coming in just like you can't read them. Every day is a different day. Silent assassins. That show would be good. Anyway, what they talking about is simple. And this is what I've seen happen before when I've seen someone have a tremendous, inordinate ascension. And then like a huge leap in leadership. So I give you JJ Redick, and it's tough for him to get full command of these guys, because think about it. Now, you add LeBron to the mix, you're supposed to be greater than the sum of your parts, not lesser. You add one of the best players of all time, but even present day, still one of the better players, right? Still an all-star or all-star level. Okay, he may not make it. He's going to make it because of popularity, but he may not make it based on straight X's and O's anymore. Maybe, because there's a lot of young gunners out there. Be real. You start naming names, you're like, oh, damn, man. And then there's people who don't get their props because their name ain't big enough, but their game is, etc. But the point is, LeBron, you add that to it, it's on you, coach, to make that puzzle look like something. It got to look like a picture. It got to look like the box. Okay? This puzzle, all these pieces, got to look like that box. Go. Don't talk about them. Because if you can't get it out of them, that means, one, either they ain't got it in them, and that's a damn lie. Or two, you can't get it out of them. That's probably more the real. And I like J.J. Redick. He's super smart. He intense. He's confident. He don't even wait. He don't warm up to you. He just him. That's that Duke. They don't give a fuck. Them Duke dudes be like, what? I belong here. Entitlement. And I like entitlement. I'm the same way. I ain't got a time to be warming up to you, see how you feel about me. What's up? I like that. But I don't like what he's doing right now. I don't like that he's hit this wall and now he's turned into the same old, same old. Every coach does that. And then y'all effort it up. Get it. Consequences, incentives, that's what shapes behavior. You're not holding them accountable. LeBron got you the gig, so now you can't call LeBron straight out. You over there, it's the same guys every time. If I'm a player on the Lakers and I hear my coach go up there and have a press conference, and what I tell you, my coach said, if you gonna say something disparaging, something negative, names and numbers. If not, it's gonna go under my feet or over my head or who gives a damn. So you gonna call the team out, we ain't give enough effort. Who? Say it. Oh, you can't say it. Why? You protecting people. Therefore, I don't respect people who protect people. It rhymes too. You making your own bed. Talking about everyone needs to get effort. It's the same guys. Well, then who are those guys? If it's LeBron, say it. You the coach. Oh, you scared. Because you know LeBron will pull that trigger on you. It'd be a wrap. Okay, so you scared. We get it. You ain't stupid. We ain't stupid. Well, then don't bring it up. Man, I got some problems. I got 4 kids, 3 little ones. I got problems with my kids. And it's the same couple kids. The other 2 sitting there like, if you don't call them out, because we ain't doing nothing wrong, Daddy. And then the other 2 that know they doing wrong, like, I dare them. I'll tear this house up. And then what happens is when you actually do it, then they got a choice to make. Either they're going to get on board or they're going to be left ashore. Simple as that. JJ, grow up. Welcome to the Terror Dome. I know you're scared of these superstars and LeBron and Luka. You better tell them boys who you are. And they're like, you know who he is? Someone we made. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Oh, my son got these little boys FaceTiming him now. All these little itty bitties, they be trying to play Roblox 7 in the morning. I'll be cursing their parents out of my head because I'm like, how you let your kid wake up in the bed? He ain't brushed his teeth, he ain't washed his face, and this sucker over here trying to call me. Y'all believe me? Watch. It's real spit. I'm gonna let y'all in on my life because we real people, and then we're gonna get to this next topic. Barkley, everybody mad at the NFL. NBA cats is mad at the NFL. We gonna see what's cracking. But first, I gotta be a family man. You know what I mean? Love y'all, but I gotta take care of family. So my family is on a trip because I hurt my hip. I can't go nowhere. Look at this. Hi, baby.
Hi. You guys have a daddy. Libby, say hi to daddy. Hi, daddy. Hi, say hi to daddy.
Look at these knuckleheads.
Hi, daddy.
Say hi. So that's Araya. That's Anna Marie, my wife. I guess they in the bathroom. Or they got a, oh no. Ah, that's Olivia. She the crazy one. She's one of the 2 that needs to give effort. Hi, baby. She's the best. She's the best. And where's Biscuit?
Ryan's going to take care of your brother right now.
Okay. And then I'm going to get off because people love my family, but they don't love them as much as me. They like, move on, Wiley. Get to the next topic. Oh, man, it's so funny. Biscuit, you smiling? Uh-oh. He already done lost the privilege. Boy. He look like he in trouble. You all right? Oh, I can't hear you.
No, he's good. It's on the volume is on my glasses.
Oh, your glasses. Oh, you using the metas. Okay.
The girl from the plane, and he's holding down the port in the seat. So
Okay.
he's like big brother protective mode right now.
All right. Lock in. Well, I love you guys. Safe travels. And then call me when you land, okay? That's my dude right there. That's my dude. That's my dude. Love you guys. Okay, safe flight. Bye-bye. Text me. Bye-bye. Look at him. He in code. Look at him. Look at him. He in trouble. I know he in trouble. You in trouble yet? No, not yet. Not yet. You close. Okay, love you. Bye-bye. He said, I can't hear you. All right. I'm about to say. Because that's my dog. He the one that come to me like, Daddy, man, mama didn't let me. I'll be like, she got a whole different animal when it comes to discipline. Like, I am the most patient, but I got that discipline, but I'm going to take my time. My wife, right now, I want to see you right now, full adult mode. Kids be like, what? But she's a great mama. Give her that. Give her that. All right, let's get into this. Barkley calls out Roger Goodell. The NFL got greedy and started adding Christmas games. We used to have this day to ourselves, but Roger Goodell and them pigs at the NFL always want to hog every day of the week now. Christmas is an NBA day. Do y'all agree with that? You think Christmas was an NBA day? First of all, I don't think nobody owned nothing. You don't own jack. You don't even own your house. Don't pay your property taxes. See what happened. I mean, nobody owns jack. You know what I mean? But they said that, so other people jumped in too. NBA leads way on sports shows coming off Christmas Day clash versus NFL tripleheader. Oh, the battle. What happened on the shows the next day? The NFL will likely win the viewership battle, but the NBA might have won the war. That's the conversation. Once again, it's awful announcing. No Jason Whitlock. I told y'all. The NFL is pretty clear. They want to take over Christmas Day from the NBA. Okay, that's cute. Get Up started off with ESPN. 5 minutes on the Detroit Lions before moving quickly to Jokic's 50-point, okay? All right, that was Get Up. That's Perkins, right? So, and the next time, so I First Take opened the show with the NBA. Both McNutt and Perkins slid over to the debate show, all right? Then they did that. Okay, First Take started off that way. FS1, the morning open with an hour-long edition of the Danny Parkins Helm First Things First OT with Barstool off for the day, and a reminder of FS1's lack of basketball. They ain't got nobody there. Parkins was flanked by Willie Colon and Eric Mangini and spent the entire hour talking football. FS1 like, forget basketball. Ain't as big. All right, so we had that going on, and then this. So tell me, what's bigger to you? What needs to happen? Because some real ballers is saying, man, we tired of that. We ain't nobody trying to hear all that football on no Christmas Day. Nope.
All right, last one. Tripping or not, NFL football on Christmas.
Tripping. Straight
Tripping. Hey, football people, I hate to break it to you, but I love flag football and I love the encouragement of that in other countries, but no other country watches football. The Super Bowl is like, cool, what's going on here in America? As the second biggest sport in the world, people all around the world watch our sport. So, like, you guys keep Thanksgiving and the food. We'll take Thanksgiving. We'll take Christmas. Damn. We know that's not going to happen. They're going to try and come into Christmas. That's just what the deal is. That's what they had Beyonce.
Christmas got to calm it down.
Yeah, but you know, we know they're going to try. We know they're going to have to try and come in Christmas.
Thank you, Allie.
Yeah.
See, they tried to be petty. They tried to be petty, and do you see the slate of games they have? That shit is ugly. Because y'all should have minded y'all business and left Christmas Day to the NBA.
And you should.
Now y'all got to.
And you're talking about, look how, to Perk's point, look how late it is in their season, where so many guys are banged up. So many guys are bruised up. So it's late in their season, and so they're not able to put out their best product out there. So you're like, if you're going to have the entire world watching, you want to be able to put your best product out there. And if you're doing that at the latter third of your season, it's not the best product.
Fair.
Blah, blah, blah. We got a little problem here. We got some kind of problem. What Cube say? We got some kind of problem here. Got some kind of problem. Can't we go somewhere without y'all always fighting and shooting? NFL and NBA? Man, shut up. Just shut up. Straight up. Notice y'all danced around them ratings. I ain't hear one thing. Nothing that started with an R except Richard. I ain't hear nothing about ratings. You know why? Can't mess with the NFL. They putting out half-ass product, beat-up product, Patrick Mahomes-less ACL Chiefs games, and I bet it outrated them damn NBA games. Because the NFL is king. And it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. Stop telling me about what's happening in Bolivia. Good for them. We love the NBA. Como se dice Bolivia NBA? An NBA. Okay, good for you. But right here, right now, we could put out weak product and it's still going to outsell that. It's just the way it goes. I'm saying this in jest, but I'm serious. Don't mess around. Y'all don't own a day. We don't own a day. Tradition is tradition. Traditions start. I hate when people act like a tradition is like cemented from God. God was like, I have 10 commandments and I also have traditions. He just, you start stuff, right? God didn't even start Christmas. Jesus was born. They didn't say Christmas. They waited until he died. Then they was like, oh yeah, we got to have Christmas. Man, come on, man, stop. Y'all scared. One thing about an NBA player, one thing about a basketball player compared to a football player, they scared. Oh, I know every basketball player alive. I'm not saying y'all punks. I ain't saying y'all ain't tough. I just know y'all are scared. Y'all know how you make a basketball player? Let him play football. He'll run right back to basketball. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Boy, we out there hitting people like, bah, bah, all day. We don't play that junk. What you talking about? Now, basketball, NBA is a better sport. Don't get me twisted. I like to make $72 million, go to the free throw line, be there in a tank top and some shorts and a headband and my own shoes and just nobody can move and I get to shoot 2 shots. I love that over 3rd and goal, 4th and goal. Yeah, all day. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the product. I'm talking about the consumers. Come on, man. Ain't nobody. Y'all danced around that ratings. Please be nice. Stall us out. Let us have our day. Please, we beg of you. Let us have our day. And Goodell like, shut up. He's like, we got some kind of problem. We got some kind of, I almost showed y'all my gut. We almost got some kind of problem here. He looking at Adam Silver. He's like, man, shut up. I know he had slapped Adam Silver. You better, what? I put 3 games up. You put 5 games up. I put 3 half-ass games up. You put 5 big boys. And we still mopped y'all. What you want to do? Right? What you want to do? Oh, I love it. All levels beef. Straight up. Everybody get it. Everybody killer. What if Goodell and Adam Silver really had that press conference? Everybody killer. They just went out there crazy, right? It'd be hilarious. All right, let's get into this. Y'all know what happened, right? Game day. Let's go quick. Reese Davis was like, shut it. Manziel talking about he missed college game day because he was at the fight the night before. So what? And you an Aggie, you should have went back, dog. Anyway, they found Alex Caruso. He said, when you go to a fight like that, you got to be very careful about where you eat breakfast the next morning. That's a shot. Basically, he like, oh, you got sick? You know, Canelo Alvarez, when he was talking about, when they caught him with the steroids, oh, it was the meat. It was the chicken. Look, I get it. You got to say something, or do you have to say something? Because saying something usually is a lie. Like, just, dog, you went to the party, it was time to go to bed. You say, I ain't going to bed. I don't even have to know it. And I like Johnny Manziel for what he's become. And I love how he played in college. Good Lord. Here's the thing. Dog, who ain't been there before? You got to be somewhere Saturday morning. You got to be on camera. I've been there before, and it's Friday night. When I used to work at ESPN, I'd be at the Gansevoort in Meatpacking District. You ever been there on a Friday night? Cracking. I used to stay at the Hotel Gansevoort. The rooftop was a spot. Everybody in the city there. Everybody. I've seen so many cats so many times. Too many names. Then I'm like, all right, I got to be in Bristol or down, Bristol most of the time. Got to be Bristol tomorrow morning. Then that mental alarm. You don't even set a real alarm. Mental alarm. You going night-night? Nah, I could do it. I could take a few less hours. Then you wake up, you hit the alarm, it's off, and you still hear, And this is the deadly one. If you don't get your ass, what did MCA say? Wake your punk ass up. If you don't wake up right then and get up, next thing you know, it's 11 o'clock. I've been there before. I done overslept, woke up. What time is it? You look at a hotel clock and you know that's always wrong, but you like, 11:47, my flight was at 9. Oh, what time is it? Look at your phone, 11:47. You're like, shit. But that's usually just to go home. Ain't nobody waiting on you, the whole world and country. We want to see Johnny Manziel. He overslept. Either overslept or he was passed out. You call it what you want it. You call it what you want. Okay, here's another thing about the NFL, NBA. They all competed, and we saw Netflix do. So we got NFL beefing with NBA for Christmas Day. Then we also got Netflix saying, excuse me, NBC, is it NBC? ABC, is it ABC? CBS, is it CBS? ESPN, right? My name is Netflix. You guys have something that's very attractive to us. We love live events. We love sports for like singular events. You notice? Like the Jake Paul fight, he fight. And Jake Paul fight again, he fight. Right? We like big events. We don't like all the middle games. We don't like regular season. No. We like big things. And you guys have the Super Bowl. Interesting. I want to do the Super Bowl one year, but not yet. You guys have fun. But until then, let me show you what we can do with the Super Bowl. We do this. Snoop Dogg. Y'all see that halftime show? Did y'all see that halftime show? Snoop brings in the Christmas Dream Blunt rotation to Lions-Vikings halftime show. This was a regular season game halftime show. Do y'all know what that turned into? They probably won't let it play on the replay, but oh well. Whatever. Oh, that was sick. And then I thought it couldn't get any hyper. And y'all know me. Y'all know what I love. I love me some K-pop. And they Jesus. I was like, what? Week 16? Y'all are messed up and let Netflix get their sites. That was a shot across the bow to the NFL networks saying, prepare. Be prepared, because they are coming, okay? They are coming. Simple as that. So you got to deal with it. Simple way to go. Okay, let's change it up. We've been a little too light. I got to, you know me, always got to bring some. We're going to go dark, and then we're going to go light. I am a big fan of the police. Huge fan. They've saved my life many a times. I've only had one encounter that was a little tricky. And it was because this officer came to my car way hotter than I thought he should. All I was doing was speeding. And he came to me like I had a felony or something. So it was this young, short brother cop. I remember him. If I ever see him, I wouldn't recognize him. But my point is, that was the only time, and it wasn't even mean. It wasn't much. I'm not talking about your experience on mine. He just came in hotter than I thought knew his license and registration. He came in. Can I see your license? I was like, you know how I go. So tonality. Other than that, all the encounters I've had with the police, which is in the thousands, it feels like, whether it's handshakes, whether it's getting pulled over, whether it's walking and speaking, whether it's them asking questions, whether it's detainment. I've been detained before. Whether it's, mistaken identity. I had the shotguns out on me before. All that. Only one is kind of like, that was a little weird. But this, so when everybody went to, to F the police, NWA, we still didn't, people were saying that, whatever. That was just a song. People really weren't tripping. It's really when, George Floyd and Colin Kaepernick, and it was like, defund the police and F the police, and people took their sides. And once again, this is why I need to get into politics, because I don't give a damn what side you on. We need the police. Somebody got to be the voice of reason. Like, this reason sounds why we shouldn't give them money. Shut it. Okay, because somebody breaking your house, don't call me. I'm not coming. Okay, they are. So anyway, they got a tough job. One of my good friends from college, shout out to Joey Boulder is one of the top sheriffs. But the point is, they got a real rough job, and I don't think we know how rough. And they do ride-alongs that for some people, special people. You ever do a ride-along, you can ride with the police and go see a day in the life. It ain't pretty. So in this situation, I saw it, and I was like, yo, this is wild. This is not a normal day at the office. You got a policeman who got his gun, and he got a guy. So what you're gonna hear is this guy's audio in the yellow, and then the cop's audio. Now notice in the background, he got two homies, the yellow guy, one, and you're gonna see another one about right here, poke out. I've been around the police my whole life, seen them in many situations and circumstances. And I've seen it when sometimes they be like, back up. And you better back up. And some people don't want to back up. Why do I got to back up? That's not my right, and I can do this. And And I'm not that person. And people try to take that all kind of places, politically, racially, socially, culturally, and I say, you stupid. That's why I'm gonna run for politics. Because people are stupid. Somebody need to get up there and say, no, that's stupid. You're just gonna violate the scene so you can get what you want and compromise this guy who's trying to get home to his wife and kids. So just gonna play it once and we're gonna talk to it. It gets wild.
Get that shit.
All right, let me start it over again. So you heard, get that shit, right? That's the yellow guy. And this is a cop. It's now 3-on-1. Now let's go.
Get that shit. Get on the ground! Oh, yeah. So, you ready for this? You ready for this? Get on the ground! You ready for this? You ready for this, huh? You ready for this, huh? Get on the ground. You ready for this?
That part. Look, think those were 2 warning shots, maybe by the, over the shoulder. Like, come on, man. 3, y'all about to jump the police officer? What are you gonna do? So the question was justified force or excessive force? Beat up in the comments. All I want to really get out of this is like, look, my dad told me growing up, he said, look, you ever get pulled over, 10-2, brother. Other than that, your day of going to court is the day you win this moment. You don't win this moment on concrete. You win it in court. You win it in court. Now, I can hear all the prejudice and discrimination, all that stuff, but I'm alive. You ain't going to win it on the concrete, right? And people who say they're going to die for that moment to prove their rights, I'm not dying for no rights. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because people had to write down your rights. I'm dying for my right to live. That means let me live. You get the difference? I'm not living for no Constitution. I'm not living for no Bill of Rights. Some man sat around with big belly said, this is what you should get, this is what you get. I get it all. But I also know there's a time and place for everything. I got every freedom in the world, liberty. People be writing me comments when I send pictures of my family and like my real life. And they be like, dog, that's why you act like this. Cause you secure, you got a happy life and stuff. I'm like, dog, we all do it. If you look at it and focus in on it, you got a breath of life. It starts there. I am just grateful. I got gratitude. You ain't gonna take that away from me. You tell me to go over there, move. I'm moving. It ain't that deep. Why you I'm not the homie, my boy. Why are you making us move? You know what? I don't know all things about all people, but maybe this moment he's feeling compromised. I don't know what he heard. I don't know what he got walkie-talkie, CB'd. I don't know what he thinks, but you know what? I'll find out later. Man, now what I just showed y'all, I've driven by that. I've had friends who said they had these situations, encounters. I had an uncle that had an encounter one time with the police. Not deadly, but it was pretty bad. Point being, come on, y'all. Get back to humanity. People over politics. 3 dudes walking up on a cop. I don't know what and why, but relax. Your boy in the yellow will still be here. Yellow will still be here. That's all I'm saying. So that's simple. That's the math I'm running. All right, y'all. Let's get up out of here. You know us on this show. We end up with some kind of debate over athlete or music. This time it's an athlete. Name a dominant athlete whose career was cut short by injuries. And you can't say Derrick Rose now because his picture's there. Okay? I'm going to go somewhere off the reservation. I'm going off the reservation. I'm going Javon Curse. Yes, Javon Curse. Y'all remember Javon Curse, the freak who was insane? I mean, insane. This dude was so next level. Put it like this. Javon Curse, when I first saw him rookie year, Tennessee Titans, I think he had 12 sacks as a rookie. Let's pull that up. Let's give him his props. One of the freak of nature. Still to this day, I saw him not too long ago and just in shape. First year, this dude, as a rookie, oh, God. What did he have? How many sacks? Oh, I robbed him. 14 and a half sacks. as a rookie. We played him that year in the playoffs. We lost. Music City Miracle. 14 and a half sacks. Now they see him. They playing his name everywhere he goes. Dern, 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 dern. You can't touch this. All that. You know, they playing super freak. They were playing that. So he getting double teamed everywhere, 11 and a half. Then he get 10. Okay? Then he gets hurt. Look at this guy. 14 and a half, 11 and a half, 10. 16. Hurt. 2. Comes back strong, 14. Not a full season, 9.5. 14, not a full season, 7.5. You came, that injury, see what I'm talking about? That injury right there, but wait. Then this. People didn't even dive into this. This dude fell off because of injuries. He was insane. Right here, 7.5. Still really good, but not great, but still really good. That injury right there, that year. And then watch this year. 3.5. He couldn't get over it. He lost his engine. He was insane. I ended with a story, and then we get out of here. We at the Pro Bowl. Javon Curse there. I'm there. I think John Abraham was our AFC. You got your coaches. They, all right, we're going to, do some stuff here. They know we just was drinking, and we're going to go back to drinking. We at the pool with the family. It ain't that deep. Pro Bowl practices is soft. But he like, all right, go ahead, warm up, jumping jacks. 7. All right, line up. Do some wind sprints real quick. Okay, 10-yard get-offs. 10 yards. This is a true story. Facts. I put my hand in the dirt. We competitive. Everybody wants to win, like, the race. You probably want to win that more than you want to win the game. Because in the game, you ain't playing hard for 3 quarters. But then you think about that prize money. You're like, yeah, let's go. But this wind sprint for 10 yards, let's go. So we all buckled up, jerseys on. All we got is jersey shorts and this. We ready. Hand in dirt. Bam, my hand. I got to start. I'm not the fastest top end. I'm a 4.61. I think Javon Curse was like a 4.4, 4.3. Abraham's like a 4.5, right? I'm knowing they faster than me, but no one starts like me because I ran track and I just, so I'll put my hand in dirt. Abraham put his hand in dirt. Javon put his hand in dirt. First of all, Javon's hand is this big. Like, it's like both of these together, like this. It's like Kawhi Leonard. Coach blow the whistle. We out. My foot is in the air, about to land, the first one. Boom. Guess where Javon at? He already on his second step. One more, he finished. I remember he said, come on. He said, beep. What? In my head, my vision, I'm like this. What? I saw nothing but ass. It was like, he was like, foof, cleats and ass. Foof. I was like, golly. Finished. I was like, put some respect on Javon Curse. Who y'all got? Oh, yeah, Bo Jackson. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with you guys either. Love for you guys. Have an amazing day. Thanks for suffering through my itty bitties. Nah, love. Y'all know I'm a dad first. And I love you guys, man. Keep this thing going. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not unheard of.